Good time zone, everybody. Welcome in to a night of housing tours featuring the wonderful ValiantGoat and Aaron-Maximus. So we're touring a whole bunch of Oblivion themed homes. These two are apparently friends IRL, and they just love making Oblivion replicas. It's freaking awesome. I'm sure they were ecstatic when they got all the Necron pieces. So we are in ValiantGoat's Moonsugar Meadow. This is the Imperial City Prison. Some of these I've seen, some of these I have not seen. I was looking at the list, and yeah, let's check it out. Very reminiscent of those tight little corridors in the Imperial City Prison, right where you start in Elder Scrolls 4, so that was a good start to this tour. Lovely Necrom tunnels. Necrom archways that you can make into these lovely subway-tiled tunnels. The big wooden doors, the high aisle walkway, or high aisle platforms. Where is this taking us now? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. We weren't even in the prison. We were at the front of the prison. Oh, wow. That's cool. I really do need to get my butt on my pact character and start grinding for the pennants and the colors I don't have. So we can tell ValiantGoat does a hell of a lot of PvP. Spell I've yet to play Oblivion, might not recognize anything, looks great. I mean, at least this one's a dungeon in ESO. We'll probably recognize a few references to that. But yeah, it's so fun to see just the baseline ESO games represent, or baseline Elder Scrolls games represented in ESO. Especially the Imperial City. Like, ever since we got all that Necrom stuff, it's been really straightforward to recreate some of these Imperial City things. Not to say it's easy, but definitely easier than it was without them. Oh, and these Imperial City doors and archways that you can get for Telvar. Love Lucilla, just kind of guarding the place. Got this little Kavach wolf up there. All the Necrom windows, still looking very Imperial-ish. It kind of makes sense, right? Because Necrom is a very old architectural style by the Chimer, and the Imperial City was, of course, originally built by the Aliens. So I have to imagine, like, way back in the Merethic and the First Era, there was a lot of, like, cultural overlap between those two. I mean, they share a border, so it would actually make a hell of a lot of sense for some of the older Chimer architecture styles to bleed over into the Alien style. And just like we see in ESO building, like, you can mesh those alien pieces really nicely with all the Necrom. Love the Necrom roof there, too. That looks great. I mean, it could also just be ESO's asset designers being like, well, we have an existing set of things. We can just tweak it slightly and make it more Dunmer, and that'll be a little easier than making something totally whole cloth. Either way. Yeah, love all the added windows in these little nooks that you get with the Necrom pieces. These are, what, the Necrom... Oh, these are actually... Oh, I stand corrected. I thought this column was part of, like, the Necrom wall that we see over there, but no, these are just Necrom platforms with the Necrom columns added. That is really cool. Also love these little Nedic altars for the stone outcropping there. That fits really nicely. And you got those big Daedric chains, just making it look all the more prison-like. And this tower, holy crap, that is a beauty. Love the curve on that. Just the limestone retaining walls. What are the big gray pieces? Murkmire bookcases. Oh, that I was not expecting. Yeah, that back granite on that Murkmire bookcase, that works really well in with the retaining walls. Very nice. Got this lovely staircase here. There's that high aisle stairway. I like how they kind of roughed it up too. They took the high aisle stairway and made it a little less high aisle with the solitude cobblestone walls. You know, all these nice Imperial statues. I like that we have a decent chunk of Imperial statues to work with. Cute little planter down there. What is that dirt? Is that elsewhere rubble? Yeah, rubble pile, ancient stone. Ooh, targets. Love that. That underside of that that merchant basket makes an absolutely wonderful little target board. Usebane Merchant's Basket. Very nice. It's like the these Leonin palisades for this rough little wooden fence. You got the most imperial horses we could find. Love it. Little pitchfork in the hay. All these teeny tiny details amidst this massive structure the ValiantGoat has created. I absolutely love it. Love all the terrain built up with the mossy boulders. Beautiful time of day. What's over here? Ooh. Very nice siege weapons here. Someone tries to break out the front door, they got catapults aimed at them. Just imagine, like, staging a whole prison break only to get some grape shot yeeted at you. We got Tithys and Badger. The infamous Kavachian badgers. I love how he's just kind of coming out of the hay pile there. Here we have another guard. Who's this guard? Larina. There we go. I always forget her name. Cute little armory in here. Yeah, very nice. Good use of that Hlalu shed. Fighters Guild pennant. Even redoing some of the more blatant Ebonheart Pact iconography by putting that that duelist banner on top. I love that. Yeah, despite how many Ebonheart Pact things have been used here, they really did a great job like hiding that fact. And of course, they use dragons in their motif, so it makes sense that it would work for the Imperial Dragon too. But yeah, hiding all the little Pact banners with the duelist banners and the Imperial stuff. Love that. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Ooh, we can go in the grounds. Love this tower, though. Oh my goodness. The backs of those Murkmire bookcases, I never would have thought. You even got that cool little, like, archy detail at the top that kind of works with the Ayleid architecture. Pennant up there. Very, very nice. The camera is lower on EU than it is in NA. Let's just see if we can adjust that slightly. Vertical offset? Yeah, a little bit. Do that. That feels more right, I think. I like to imagine I'm just like a drone or a Lakitu following my guy around. That way I can kind of pan to everything. Ooh, guillotine! Love that. The Imperials are a choppy bunch. Like this very janky looking gallows derrick thing we have here with all the reclaimed wood platforms. Oh. Oh man, I love that this guy is one of the few trophy heads that actually just looks like a dude and not a monster. That, along with Prior Theric, but this guy doesn't have a helmet, so he is absolutely perfect for a severed head. Love that. And I really like how they built in around like the meadowy bits of Moonsugar Meadow, like getting high enough above the grass for the more platformy bits, but then down in here, this looks very similar to how we would see in the actual Imperial City in Oblivion. They've always got like this big central platform. This and the Arcane University are kind of built along the same kind of architecture. So this little down divot. Ooh, target dummies. Love that with the buckets. Bucket helmets. Aaron-Maximus, Imperial greetings to you. So glad you could make it. Welcome in. Yeah, we're doing ValiantGoat's Moonsugar Meadow Imperial City Prison. ICP, whoop whoop. Love these little target dummies. Just an upside down grain sack. What is this guy? Sack of rice. Like how it even like kind of flares out on the bottom like shoulders. That's really cool. All these giant Necrom archways work so good for emulating that Imperial structural style that we never actually got. We get very close with those. All this built-up terrain with the boulders. And adding the cobblestone foundation with the solitude walls, that is such an extra little step that makes all the difference. Absolutely adore it. And the Nedic altars. Also makes a lot of sense being in the Heartland. Yeah, some very nicely chosen stone textures for this, between the Murkmire bookcases, the retaining walls, all of this. And of course we got the big packed banners working as our Imperial banners. Someday I will have a character who's grinded enough packed AP to join you in that. All I've got is the blue ones. I love the cypress trees. Very cool. I think that's it. I imagine, yeah, all these detailed little structure bits. This looks right out of the games. I don't think I ever really noticed how similar the exterior grounds of the prison is to the Arcane University. They really do seem to be built along the same template. Just in Oblivion, I spend much more time in the Arcane University compared to the prison. But yeah, that absolutely makes sense. Very nicely done by ValiantGoat. And next is an Aaron-Maximus build. Imperial City Prison Armory. Perfect segue there. And this is in Hunding's Palatial Hall. I like how you have it alternating a decent bit for the first few. Alright. So come up here. Now, Hunding's is a very sprawling complex, and it's always interesting to see how people manage to hide it when they want to transform this space. That is a beautiful tower. Holy crap. The details, just those little limestone retaining walls in there. You got a bird pathing around. It's cute. And that curve, very, very nice. The Necrom stairways, I want to say. The top of the, yeah, Necrom stairway stone for all that. Kind of whitish stone. Oh, I like that. The little Imperial sigil covering the Dwarven one. And we have Mr. Banker checking in with the... Oh, he's like a quartermaster kind of guy, it looks like. That's cool. Yeah, he's got his big old cart of swords. Some munitions over here. Bucket of spears. Very cool. Oh, looks like they're fixing this one. That's really cool. Just an upside down ballista, using that as spare parts for the existing ballista. And then you get the hammer and the tongs like it's being fixed. It's an isolated little plank even. Little rough crate lid. Oh wow! Just these tiny bits of the crate lids for loose planks. I love that. That's amazing, Aaron. And again, all the Necrom walls working very nice for Imperial City stuff. These Imperial street lamps that I wish were not crowns only, but such is life. And they do look really nice. And I just realized something about a build that I'm working on, and I might actually have to buy those. Shoot, I was hoping to be cheap with it, but I'll see how the Alinor ones look before I commit crowns. Love the rooftop munition up there. Very nicely fortified, guarded. Checking in with Lucilla. I'll remember her name one day. Winding around where Hunding's loops around. Yeah, that is impressively well hidden. Just take us right to the front gate and then hide the entire Hunding's Palatial Hall behind that big tall wall. Let me come in through the side here, check out the armory. Oh wow. I like how you have the shields flipped around so they're not like obnoxiously pit daemons or fire drakes or anything. They're just generic Imperial shields. Nice wood texture on the back of those. Very cool. And again, we got the sword sconce in the rain barrel. Classic combination there for a big old bucket of swords. Just 3 slots, got tons of swords. And we have Bastion, one of our many Imperial house guests to work with. He's got a really nice tunic. It looks like, I mean, he's just a perfect Imperial. He's got the tunic, sandals, everything. When you just need a casual Imperial guy in your Imperial build. I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of Bastion. Get the cool, the actual armory station there. Ooh, you've added some things. Got Prince Orpheon there. What else has been added? That shield looks interesting. Or is that just part of it? That might just be part of it. Just trying to see what other stuff was cobbled in here. We got the Redguard carts, right? Nord cart. And we got the spiked chariot wheels. Love that. The flagpoles added. Little factotum torso down there. And we've got the pennants. Oh, you made that one into a halberd. That's cool. Yeah, these giant pennants that you can also buy for, or camp banners. There we go. These normally look like this guy. Which I didn't realize they were actually animated. But yeah, you can very easily hide it in a wall. Just keep the spear. But the added halberd bit, that is very lovely. Just a rough hatchet on both ends. My goodness. And the wood even blends in. That's so cool. And wow, individual of these sword sconces just neatly on the rack. That had to be infuriating to clip those in just right. As I realized just how many slots are comprising that Imperial helmet over there. Yeah, like individual, because like there's no individual swords. So if you want a single sword, oh, I use a lot of those. Yeah, isolating a single gladius out of this is just a nightmare. Can't believe how far out you got it while managing to hide everything else. And then this helmet with the adoring fans, absolutely love that. That is so clever. Beautiful work. Got the little factotum bits again. We don't have too many armor pieces, so it's nice that we at least have disembodied factotum bits to work as an armory setup. I love the high aisle tile, because it actually matches a tile that we see all over the Imperial City. What's this thing? Rough little target dummy, little punching bag. Very cute. Got more spears. Hammer working. This is like the classic repair hammer from Oblivion. The one piece of random junk that you really want to find as you're going through all the cabinets and whatnot. Just those ever elusive repair hammers. That's great. What's that book? Cohort Briefing, Arenthia. Perfect. Very Imperial. You always make such deliberate book choices. I adore that. I always gotta turn my UI back on to see which books you've added. The classic upside down wheelbarrow for the grinding stone. You've even added a crank to that. That's so cool. That is very nice. And got the target, just like we saw in Valiant Goats. Got the backwards Hughes Bane basket. This frame is interesting. It's a Solitude something. Elsewhere rack poles. That's so cool. Yeah, make a little tripod out of that. What's that book? Second Akaviri Invasion, right next to a Grundwolf helmet. That is so lore-tastic right there. Everything so well chosen. Welcome in, Lady Riot. Some wonderfully clever choices here. Love the these barrel racks being used as spear holders. This is a hell of an armory for how few actual, like, literal weapon furnishings we have. Aaron-Maximus has done some amazing clipping in here. Like, that bow is so hard to just get on its own, because it's attached to a whole bunch of other things that might not fit quite as well. I really wish we could just get some of these pieces on their own without the whole garland bit, but just wedging in the corner like that. Got a beautiful little bow. Even clipped an extra quiver down there. Same piece, just with even more of it hidden. That's phenomenal. Even added a little bit of extra metal in there to make it less like a factotum frame and more like a cuirass. An orcish urn sealed. Very nice. Nice little hanging lantern. I like that orcish lantern. That works very nicely in a lot of different settings. Another book. What's that? Eulogy for Emperor Varen. Aw. Another bow. A little bucket of swords. Lots of these battlegrounds shields. Yeah, all these swords on the racks. Just incredible. I know firsthand how hard it is to isolate those individual pieces off of the big sword sconce. Ooh, got a fan going the other way there. Very cool. Little factotum arms for the gauntlets. Another repair hammer. Wonderful. And these arches. Oh my goodness. That archway there with the retaining walls. Holy crap. Beautiful. Meeting right in the center. You've got the Alnor bowl. Just kind of framing it out. That's amazing. Yeah, these ceilings are something else. Wow. What are the gap bits? Necrom roof? Is that what it is? Oh yeah, the Necrom roof. Love that. And a big old brazier up top. Is that Colovian? Yeah, it's gotta be Colovian. Another book. Arx Corinium, first seed report. Nice. Got that really nice outfit station there. Hart, welcome in, ValiantGoat. Finally here, performing for you. He's the first member of the Imperial crew. I don't know why I just did that. Also in game next to me. Oh, you blended in so nicely with the other Imperials pathing around. I was like, oh yeah, this gotta be another house guest, right? Wow, that is a very nice cosplay right there. I am stopping right here, for I am criminal scum. That is a perfect cosplay of an Imperial Guard. Oh my goodness. Love that. Very nicely done. I can just hear Wes Johnson in my head right now. That helmet. What is that helmet? Because that is like the Imperial Guard helmet. I didn't realize we had such a thing. That was very cool. Making sure to stop all the criminals, right? I remember a very old meme where he would just show up on other images back in the day. Some door frame here. Ooh, fancy. Is that Volendrum? This looks... Oh, it's Stendarr's hammer. It's got to be Stendarr's hammer. Love that. Oh, wow. Yeah, because we got Stendarr, and it's just a little bit of the stained glass, I think. Is that what that is? I can't think of any other big Stendarr things that we would have. I just got it, and I lost it. So many things. Oh, the carpet! Oh, wow. I did not realize that we had... Or that carpet had a raised enough edge that you could clip it into a wall like that. That is so cool. Secret cultists. But no, that's definitely the hammer that you can get in Morrowind that weighs like 200 kajillion pounds. Beautifully done. Can you get that in Oblivion? I forget if you get Stendarr's hammer in Oblivion as well. A little Freudian slip there. That is so nicely done too, with the Indoril box and that the invitation medallion thing. Oh, even ensconced in a wine goblet. Oh wow. Yeah, because it's got the little Imperial sigil right on that. And then what is the business end? Scrimshaw Sea Monster, nice, and a Breton Cup for that. That is an amazing cobble right there. And if I'm off base and it's actually a different hammer, forgive me, but I just see all the Stendarr here. I can only assume. Love the cake under there to give it a little bit of magic-y. This nice Colovian counter. More of these rough little target dummies. Love that. I didn't realize we had so much Stendar stuff either. What we got there? Tamrielic artifacts, of course. Let's see. Skull Crusher. Oh, it could be Skull Crusher. Let's see. Staff of Hasadoki. I don't remember where Hasadoki even comes from. Empiric. Nice. No video feed, but you can... Oh, was my video feed not running? Ooh. Stalk me in game? Nice. Is that a problem for anyone else? Like, is anyone else able to hear me but not see me? Love this. Absolutely beautiful. Love the dueling banner. Just for you. Only quality is 1200p. Okay. Oh, that could be. I wonder if I can adjust that and give it more options. Let's see. Video capture, properties. Other streams were fine. That is so weird. Let's see. Stream settings. Stream output. Variable bitrate. Trying to act like I know what any of this means. Maybe it's not going to let me because it's rate control constant bitrate. Video. Oh, video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs to change video setting. Oh man, so I would have to stop streaming in order to do that. That's so weird though. Had other qualities before. Why it's just like, it could be because I just changed my stream name? I don't know. Maybe Twitch is just struggling to catch up. Settings. Try and get this figured out. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Apologies. Twitch. Only one resolution showing. Which means I'm not a partner and Twitch hasn't allocated transcoding resources to my channels. This is common for a small... Try restarting your stream to trigger transcoding or ensure your bitrate is not exceeding 8,000. Oh, okay. Oh, I can change that without stopping. Cool. You know, I was really not on board with the AI summaries of Google queries, but it's so helpful I just kind of begrudgingly accept it now, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. Oh well. If it helps, it helps. Okay, so I just turned the bitrate down to 7,500, whatever that means, which means it's lower than 8,000. See if maybe now we have other options. This is absolutely fantastic. These ceilings are incredible, Aaron. Love that. And all these weathered little Leowin things. Asterial, welcome in, right? Yeah, I have just decided out of the blue that all I really want to do is tour. Yeah, exactly. Google AI is really helpful until it just confidently delivers something that's total bullshit, which I've gotten a few times, especially looking up like specific plot relevant things or like game relevant things where they're operating under old information, especially. It's not very good at staying up to date with certain things. I hope you're doing well, Asterial. Yeah, we are touring some fantastic homes tonight. Yeah, I just decided this is the only thing I really, really enjoy doing on stream. Just walking around people's houses and yapping about them. And occasionally playing some single-player games where I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm barely playing the game. I just look around at the assets and talk about them, talk about the lore. No change, but at least you get audio. Yeah, I will try and work on that. Maybe during the ad break I can stop and relaunch. Fantastically done, Aaron. Did I miss any books? Did I miss it? Oh, there's a book. What's that? Frontier Conquest. Very nice. Some of them blend in with the tables. Love the little lay-in tables, weathered lay-in carpets. Absolutely beautiful. Love these lay-in. Are these all just the roof gables? Or is these... Yep, Necrom roof gable. For that wall texture. Amazing. Very nicely done. That tower, oh my goodness. Also, I'm shocked at how much space you had to actually build out this whole structure. Like, this is just a little tiny side section of Hundings. I really didn't think it went back that far. That is so cool. Like, even though, yeah, you did get us up slightly higher than the grass, I think. I've actually forgotten where we came in. So, oh yeah, here. Yeah, we're in here. That's a really nice way to hide it so nicely with the... Yeah, thank you. That's really cool, just using the fact that it takes off all the collision. You get way above the grass and all the sand that's piled up. You make great use of the fact that this goes over to the porch. And, oh, okay, now I can kind of visualize it. Yeah, we're going up above the porch, and then the side section lets us get really far out there. But even so, this looks like way more space than I would have thought it was. Very, very cool. Alright, given just how much stuff is in here, I'm thinking that's it. Beautifully done. Little leather kit there. All these swords, all these individual sword sconces. Oh, and these Necrom columns for the base to fit in the archways, just incredible. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of that. Okay, up next, it's going to be the Imperial City Arena by ValiantGoat. And this is in Sword Singers Redoubt. Sure your encoder settings in OBS are correct. Non-partnered channels receive transcodes based on availability. Twitch Inspector. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out my video output settings. Alright. Ooh. Oh, I wonder if this is going to be like the second era plain meld version of the arena, or if there's just a little bit of rubble here. Ooh, love that cosplay too. Oh, you're a gladiator. I love how ValiantGoat's just changing out cosplays for every one of these tours now. It's brilliant. Love the outfit. Got those cool pauldrons. Got the most gladiatory of helmets there. Let's go on through. Oh, wow. Good people of the Imperial City. Holy shit. That's amazing. Love all the sandy boulders. Yeah, Fashion Scrolls Online. Exactly. All the sandy boulders for this nice sandy texture. So cool. Super tall walls made up of... Are those individual Solitude... Yeah, Solitude platforms, square wooden. Just all clipping into each other in a curve that's so subtle you could like imagine they actually are just curved walls. That is very slick. And then you get the Necrom columns holding those up. The giant ass door over there. Love that. Oh wow, I didn't think about doubling up on the trapdoors to make them taller. Yeah, that's that Dragon Guard trapdoor. Really nice texture on that thing. I'm putting that in the high aisle archway. Cobbling some extra large handles here out of, what are these things? Grilling rack. Oh wow. That is all one slot for that. Both of those giant door handles. Just the grilling rack upside down. I love it. And we've got these little sluices here. For the blood to run through into the bloodworks. Those Orsinium wells. Oh man, the light in here too is just phenomenal. Love all the braziers. And of course, those columns that you can jump up on top of, so so you can cheese all the people who are melee only. That was one of my favorite tricks. Got the oh wow, is that the Deadlands floor? Is that something? Cage covered. Oh, you got a Warhorn in there. Love it. That's amazing, ValiantGoat. Yeah, the 4 separate cages in with the Dibella Shrine and the Cold Harbor boulders just for that pit down there. You got a couple of skeletons chained to the columns. Very cool. All the seating, just all the Necrom stairways wrapping around. Got those cool rustic little palisades. Ooh, a whole bunch of blood over here. Just tattered banners, it looks like, for the blood smears. Yeah, banner, Morag Tong. Oh, that's a good one. Because that's one of the few tattered and non-animated banners that we have. Yeah, this is one of the classic blood smears, if there ever was one. This little broken bit here where it collapsed slightly. Your boxer's so jumpy. You were in the kitchen, let out cabinet door closed, flipped over and oh yeah, isn't it weird what sets them off? Like they'll be so chill about certain noises, and then something totally random will just send them zooming. The cats are the same way. I love all the spiky palisades there. And again, these Necrom columns, like the top, the bottom, the sides, they're just so versatile. All these Necrom structure bits are. Very, very cool. This rough little walkway just made out of the same palisades. Big giant Imperial braziers. Those are crowns only too, I believe. Most of the Imperial stuff is, which is very frustrating if you make that your like main building theme. Can only imagine how expensive that gets. Is that a little bit of the Orsinium well? Nice, kind of makes sense with that structure too. Oh, I love just the shadows of all the pennants waving. Oh, this is wonderful. I feel like I'm right back in Oblivion. Just hearing bloodthirsty Wes Johnson announcer in the upside down Markarth barriers. Those look really good up there for the VIP seating, or maybe that's where the announcer is. I got the Markarth bits there that fit in with some of the Imperial stuff. Also love this Alinor archway, just with the Cold Harbor boulders again. So cool. That wraps around so nicely. How much of this build is just Solitude platforms, I wonder? 32. Oh wow, that's fewer than I expected, actually. Oh, because... Wait, maybe? No. That is way fewer than I expected. Also love how they've got those little stairs at the top that kind of work for the peaked wall up at the very top there. Beautiful Imperial statues there. Victor from the blue team. For supper, cheeseburger mac. Oh, yummy. That sounds delicious. I had pizza for dinner. Just frozen Trader Joe's. Absolutely wonderful. What's this mixed in with? The limestone retaining walls for the brick. The upside down Necron columns. Very nice. Big giant Imperial banner. Rosilani, welcome in. For anyone just joining, we are doing a very special tour of Oblivion-themed houses tonight, and this is the Imperial City Arena, straight out of Elder Scrolls 4. And oh my goodness, this is such a trip down memory lane right now. The whiteboard, it's remarkable. Digor, right? Isn't it? This is beautiful. This is so, like, intimidating. Love all those packed banners flying too. I mean, I know they're not packed, they're Imperial banners, but still. Very nicely done. Red shirt goes well with rose sheet. Yeah, going well with all the Imperial iconography we have going on tonight. We're going to be seeing a lot of red, I'm sure. Alright, was there anything else in here, Valiant Goat? Otherwise, we'll be moving on to the Temple of the One by Oh, come up. Follow... Where'd you go? Here you go. Oh, we can go up to blow the Warhorn, of course. There we go. Nice. Now we can go up in the seating. So cool. Ooh. Oh, betting. Love it. Bet on the rounds, of course. Some extra little Imperial clutter back here. Toot the horn. So cool. Oh, love the view up here, too. You can really see. Have you ever had duels in here? I know with crowd control it can be tricky because you'd be clipping through the stones, but, you know, as long as you set out some ground rules that maybe don't use knockback abilities, you could have some really immersive duels down here. Oh, that's beautiful. Explore the stands a little bit. Tried once, ended very sad. Oh, did you clip right through? I would imagine it would be really funny if you get knocked back perfectly to clip down through not only the boulder, but then through the hole in the tent down there, and just end up in the cave. That would be like a 1 in a million shot, but it would be hilarious. Love this. Come up here. I'm sure there was an easier way to get up here, but got more gambling up here. Very cool. Ooh, oh yeah, I have only just noticed you're doubling up on those Markarth barriers. Try and send Grey Prince there. Yeah, I am the Grey Prince, aren't I? It's funny. Man, that was like one of the most depressing parts of that whole arc. Like, you know, they hype up this amazing final battle, and if you do his quest, he just stands there. He's like, yeah, please end me, I'm a vampire. It's like, you are more than your heritage, dude. You're the frickin' Grey Prince. Man, they really don't like vampires in Cyrodiil, apparently. Except in Westfield, where they're kind of tolerated. At least unknowingly. Very, very nice. Alright, was that everything? So cool. Just every angle you can look at this thing from is, like them vampires in Cyrodiil, your arrow back, yeah. Just keep it on the DL and you too can be a vampire count. It really sucks for that one guy, for Grey Prince's dad, that he was like, okay, I feel like I can confide this in my scullery maid, and the scullery maid just locks him in the room. Like, you'd think people would notice and let him out at some point. That part confused me. Like, she locked him in there, and then nobody came to his rescue. Like, they were really gonna believe the servant's word over the lord of the castle. Like, no, I'm totally not a vampire. She's crazy. It's super cool. I thought you even had that little angle there, the retaining wall. Just all these tiny, tiny details to make the stonework less boxy and more curved. It is a really tricky thing to pull off. Absolutely amazing. Alright, next we're going to Aaron-Maximus's Temple of the One, which you may know from Imperial City in ESO. Let's check it out. From that really weird, awkward point in Cyrodiil's history where a monkey decided that they no longer worship the divines, but they worship just the one god to rule them all. And then they never really address it again, but they still have the big old Temple of the One there, and they still call it the Temple of the One. And yet, to this day, we have never seen an Imga in the main games. For how impactful that one monkey dude was, it's weird that we don't hear more about the Imga. Love the little cleansing bowl there, very appropriate, and the Scalarium door for an Imperial Dragon. Oh, nice little makeshift Akatosh shrine there with the hourglass and the Scalarium door. That's really cool. So yeah, they basically said, yeah, Akatosh is like it. All the other divines are just subgradients of Big Daddy Dragon. I think that's how it goes anyway. Oh, love the Akaviri table up there to hold up the chandelier. This is once again by Aaron-Maximus, PCEU. Love the big Imperial door there. Like how we have... Oh wait, no, is this... where am I? I guess that would be the first question. Potentate's Retreat. Okay, so that door is actually part of Potentate's. You've got the Telvar doors on either side. That's really cool. It's like the only house where you can get an Imperial door that looks just like that. And of course we've got the Imperial house guest guards there. Got Lucilla and... what's her name again? Lorena. I don't know why that keeps slipping my mind. The Imperial diamonds there. Just take those retaining walls, make yourself a little diamond shape, fill it with red. Beautiful. We see a lot of that, especially in Aaron's builds. Oh, we got those cool little braziers. The top of the Alinor column, it looks like, for that nice white base. Just an Imperial well. Very cool cobble there. And got those grates from the Lux vendor as the spiky fence. And these weird little Imperial pedestals. I think I have some of those from Enchanted Snow Globe that I've never used. What is this Imperial carpet? Nice. Of course, we've got the stained glass. Love the shrine. They call it the Shrine to Dibella, but really that's every shrine to the divines that you see in Oblivion. Oh, right! This comes with the dome! Of course, this is like the perfect use. If you ever do use Potentates not for the swimming pool out back, this is like the use for it right here. That's amazing. Oh wow, I love that grate right at the top there. Is that the Orsinium well, or is that something else? I don't even know if I can tab to it from all the way down here. I don't even know, but wow, that is amazing. And then the Necrom dome roof, even up higher than the Potentate's roof. I see the Mist Tree, I see an Illuminator. So cool. And of course down here we've got all the Imperial stained glass of all the divines. I'm sure someday they can shoehorn Talos in here. And again, all these red diamonds. Oh, the shapes in here too, just incredible. Beautiful octagon looking thing. It's just, what are these guys? Individual limestone retaining walls. Just to make that curve. That is 3 retaining walls just for this. Love that. And then upside down Imperial Well to hold the brazier, I think. Right? Yep. Imperial Well upside down, and then taking the Orcish brazier and setting it right inside there. I don't think I realized it had that little divot that you could actually do that. That's very cool. And I got doubling up on the columns. Yeah, those Alinor columns actually match the fluted Imperial ones on the Dibella Shrine really nicely. Got the altar there. Oh, I see that Dragon Guard thing in the center of Imperial Well, Akatosh, which I didn't realize was a thing. I have no idea where Imperial Well Akatosh actually comes from. Unless it's just a Lux vendor thing. I love the RP here. Very cool. You, the Emperor? What is that? Dion Nepia. Very nice. You Martin? Nah, it doesn't look like Martin. You Talos? You kind of look like Talos. I'd buy it. And I got the... Is that the bonfire? It's down there. Aaron is the true emperor? Yeah. Dragon Guard? No. Oh, Eleanor Brazier. Nice. Oh, look at these little Colovian mirrors down here. Just for the gold filigree and the red diamond. That is so... I really never noticed how vibrant that red diamond at the top is. You can isolate it like that. That's amazing. Very nicely done. This all just works so seamlessly. This is an upside down something too, right? Or is this all built? I don't even know. Maz, welcome in, right? Isn't this incredible? Yeah, Aaron and ValiantGoat do just incredible Imperial builds. That is absolutely wonderful. Holy... Oh, wow. Give you a shout out here. Gorgeous. I see a lot of very intricate little bits in here. That being said, is there anything else you want to call attention to in here, Aaron-Maximus? We have ads coming up, so I think what I'll do is restart the stream and see if it fixes the output issue that we were having with ValiantGoat, because I really want you to be able to see this. Like, it's your spotlight. I would be remiss if I didn't at least try. Oh, there's a secret path. Oh, here it is. Nice, thank you. Oh wow, there is a lot more leading us to the sewers. Right. Oh wow. Holy crap, that is amazing. Love the little docks worked in there too for those rough little boards. Those weathered docks you get from Reaper's March, the home goods vendor. And all these little limestone shelves. Wow. Taking us all the way down. Because yeah, Potentates kind of goes all the way down this winding tunnel before you get to the outside with the pool. That's amazing. I love these little rubble piles here. Is it the bone rubble or the gray? Yep, rubble pile work stone. Oh, this looks just like the Imperial Sewers. Oh, this looks like straight out of it. That's incredible. I got the clockwork illuminators for the soft lighting there. Oh, wow. Cute. Hey, crab. Hey, my crab. The Orsinium well there. Of course, the Deadlands floor. Or is that more cages? Yep, Deadlands great. Large. Get that blue mist. It's very ambient in the Iliad ruins and the Imperial sewers. A bit of void in there. Well, that little bit of the mausoleum from High Isle. I love that for the stonework. The rough planks. It's so cool. Love that soft lighting. Oh, that's the Redguard grill, isn't it? That's cute. Yeah, Redguard counter grill, because that also has that void. In case you don't want to use a Cold Harbor boulder, some other things work. That's awesome. Are those more mausoleums up there? What am I looking at here? Sarian stand. Oh, for that brick. Yeah. You can enter the next room. Nice. Let's check it out. Yeah. Was there anything else in here you wanted to call attention to? I'm just trying to ask as I go. And that's, what, a little bit of the Fire Song spring for that water, looks like. Yep. Just a little bit of that spring so you don't get that super saturated blue. They have found a new player to... Oh, for your D&D campaign, Estriel. Nice! Oh, that'll be fun. Is it the same campaign you've been doing, or did you start a new one? Because I know you said you were getting to the big bad, so I wasn't sure if that was still an ongoing thing, or if there's a new, bigger badder. Oh, you even worked in the mausoleum into that little bit over the door. That's so cool. I really strive for that, Degor. 100%. Because, I mean, I know how many hours these take. Between, like, farming the gold to get the things and, you know, grinding out antiquity leads, grinding out AP, like, it is a process. So the least I can do is just stare at everything and just make sure to call out all the things that really jump out at me here. Ah, it's wonderful. I'm not over that grill. That's so cute. Need to start thinking about how I can use that grill more. Alright, we're going through into the outdoor part, which has been reworked. Okay, I'm calling slot hacks here. That is so many, like, so many more slots than I thought it was. Ah, it's wonderful. This feels like this feels straight out of the Imperial sewers in both ESO and Oblivion. I love how you just use that little bit of the Fire Song Spring to give a tiny bit of water down there. And all these elsewhere platforms. That is the secret sauce. Like, these platforms are absolutely huge. But even so, love the chain on the sluice gate there. Just take the that little scavenge plate. So we have ads coming up. Like I said, once the ads start, I'm gonna actually restart the stream. So hopefully, ValiantGoat and anyone else who might not be able to see me right now will be able to pop in there. This stairway is rough, like individual rough blocks. How do you have the slots for this, Aaron-Maximus? That is incredible. Like, yeah, this whole staircase is a cajillion individual blocks. Or not even staircase, but like archway. That is wild. Got about 6 months of overland travel after they finish the sea journey. Oh my goodness. Alright, so before this, so let's restart stream. I will see you in a little bit.